In this session, we will study about the introduction of the multi-stage refrigeration system. In last session, we have seen what is exactly multi-stage refrigeration system and why it is required, means what are the limitations of the single-stage VCRS, vapor compression refrigeration system, and to overcome these limitations and disadvantages, we go for the multi-stage refrigeration system. Multi-stage refrigeration system is basically divided into two major parts: multi-pressure refrigeration system and multi-evaporator refrigeration system. Multi-pressure refrigeration system is used where we have to use or we have requirement of very low temperature. So in that case, we go for the multi-pressure refrigeration system. In this case, number of compressors are used. Separate envelopes of single stage cycle we can use. There is a one concept that is cascade refrigeration system that comes also under the category of multi-pressure refrigeration system. And multi-operator refrigeration system means here temperature requirements are different. Is for the different locations, if different temperatures are required, then that requirement is fulfilled by using number of evaporators. So here in this case, more than one evaporator are used. That is why the name is multi-operator refrigeration system. And in case of multi-pressure refrigeration system, more than one compressor is used. That is why name is called as multi-pressure refrigeration system. Now these both systems in detail, if you see further classification, multi-pressure systems, there are some types or there are some ways. Already we have discussed about last session the limitation of single stage system or disadvantage. What is that? Flashing. More flashing occurs in case of single stage refrigeration system if we use that for the heavy duty application. So in that case, we have to remove that flash gas which is produced during the expansion process. So that is why here is one of the way, that is flash gas removal. So multi-pressure system with flash gas removal, that is one method or way. Then we have also discussed when we use single stage system for the heavy duty application, then pressure ratio is more. In that case, that exit temperature of the compressor goes high. Subsequently, enthalpy of that vapor that goes in a superheated zone, and further it goes in a right side, so it increases the work input, work consumption. Means in this case, we have to reduce the quality of that vapor from superheated vapor state to say dry saturated vapor. So this process is what desuperating. For the desuperating, we have to cool the refrigerant. Means this is what cooling. So that is why we use intercooler. So intercooler between the two compressor means after the discharge of first compressor, when the refrigerant is passed to the intercooler, that intercooler will remove the superheat from the refrigerant and it will bring the quality of vapor to dry saturated state, and then that refrigerant will enter to the next compressor. So that concept is called as intercooling between the two compressors. And third one, where these two ways are combinedly together used. So that is called as complete multi-stage or complete multi-pressure refrigeration system. So these are the types of multi-pressure system. If we use multi-operator refrigeration system, here the simple way classification we can say, here if we are using single compressor, then in a single compressor, if we are using more than one evaporator, so for the every evaporator, if the individual expansion valve is utilized, then that system becomes a multi-operator system with single compressor and individual expansion valve. If we use multiple expansion valves, means there will not be dedicated dedicated expansion valve for the each evaporator. In that case, there will be what? Multiple expansion valve. So then that case will be what? Single compressor with multiple expansion valves. Then when we use individual compressor for the each evaporator, means to the first evaporator, first compressor, to the second evaporator, second compressor, in that way. So there, that is called as individual compressor. So individual compressor, again there are two types. When there is a individual expansion valve used, then it is called as individual compressor with individual expansion. And third, next one is what? Individual compressor with multiple expansion valve. Means here multi-evaporator refrigeration system has mainly four types: individual expansion valve, multiple expansion valve with single compressor, and same with individual compressor. So now in this session we will stop here. In next session we will see in a detail all the systems what we discuss in this session.